Are you seeking guidance on your spiritual journey? Need help with a vexing problem? Missing a loved one? Are you seeking guidance on your spiritual journey? Need help with a vexing problem? Missing a loved one and looking for answers? Look no further than Psychic Insights, a small trusted psychic service offering mediums, psychics, and spiritual coaching. This service is managed by Hollis Taylor, a gifted psychic medium, astrologer, and a compassionate coach. We are dedicated to helping you navigate your spiritual awakening. At Psychic Insights, we provide medium readings and psychic insight to help you plan for tomorrow and make choices for today. Find the support you need, compassionate grief coaching, and astrological insights to help you spiritually grow and transform. Our professional services include well-managed schedules, recorded sessions, and reliable psychic mediums ready to facilitate your transformational experience. Discover more at psychicinsights.life.
Hello, hello, hello. Phew. I am so sorry. That was all me. Hold on, let me get this banner off your face. There we go. I had technical difficulties. But we got it now. Yes, we made it. Welcome everybody. How are you tonight, Nicole?
I am great. I had a
Good.
cleansing and healing day. I just spent the day in nature. It's just
Me too.
It's so refreshing. We just
It helps. There's that clear there.
took a nice barefoot walk through the woods, got in that nice cold water, took a nap by the river.
Oh.
This has been a great day.
Oh, that's me too. I went to the springs here and it's 72 degrees all the time. All the time. And it's really cold and it's a natural spring. And I just sat, I couldn't get in all the way because I got some muscular and bone issues, but I soaked from I sat on the ledge and soaked from my waist down and then put my hands and arms. Oh my gosh. For your arthritis and stuff, it's so good. And just for your soul, to reconnect was so awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome everybody. We have quite a few here. We have Danielle's here. Welcome Danielle and Heather Schaefer, Laura Zeller, Danielle Vaughn. I just said that. She just commented like 10 times. So welcome, welcome. I'm gonna check Facebook too because I was having some issues over there. My Facebook comments are always really slow for some reason. There we go. Yeah, nobody. I don't see anybody commenting over there yet. Yeah, and Nicole's gonna do spirit led. So you've been going through a lot, and hoping my grandpa would clear up my dream I had of him. Ooh, I love when people have dreams. I bet Nicole could help you with that.
Try and see.
I really wonder. I didn't get to catch all of the soul astrology this week, so I don't know what's up. Have you been? How have your dreams been lately? Because we've been having some wild, like myself, my friend, my husband. We've been having some crazy dreams. So, I wonder if there's some.
I don't really remember my dreams unless it's like one of those times where I'm like, where it's more like a message deal versus like just sleep.
Right. I'm an active dreamer. I was just curious because I've been a lot of people have been having crazy dreams. Just so you know, Danielle, like maybe watch the Soul Astrology and see because I'm about ready to go check it out myself. Because there's been too many people. Like I've been having some crazy dreams, and they're not like message dreams. They're just like what?
Yeah.
Just weird. Yeah, just weird. Hi, Jackie, and we have Terry Miller here. Oh, Valerie's got a question about when she might be moving. So you can just drop everybody. There's some people with some questions and stuff. Nicole can tell you how she works. She does spirit led. So the best way to do that, I honestly think, oh, she's from Ireland. I love that. Welcome, welcome. Welcome. And Holly's here. The best way to get like your loved ones to help get their messages across and stuff is for you to be open and receptive. Like to totally relax and breathe and drop in just like Nicole does before she comes here to get ready. Just drop in and relax and be open to the messages because even if your loved one doesn't come through, more than likely Nicole will have messages that will come through other people's messages. Like there might be something there that you need to hear also. So with that, if you need me, I will be here. Okay.
So I have as we're talking about like just messages, as I was kind of channeling and just setting up for this, I had a wonderful, wonderful spirit come through. She's just magical. Like that's I can't put her in any other words, but she does have messages. Now I don't know if it's specifically for somebody or just a message in general, but I will describe her. She is tall, slender. She has dark hair. It's long, really pretty. It's like she's so free. Like she's free. Like she reminds me of myself free. Like she's not afraid to like dance in the rain or go. She's not afraid to be herself. Like she's just unapologetically herself. And that's just so special in a person to just not care what anybody thinks. And like just doing what makes you happy. And that's really the energy that she gives to me. It feels like people really just admired her, and she has like this huge personality and like just she radiates light, like golden light. She's like a magnet, and she just was that person that you could go to with anything, completely judge free, and she just always knew what to say. And sometimes she understood too, like sometimes you just didn't need anybody to say anything, that you just needed somebody to sit there with you in your silence, or someone to just sit there and listen to you and give you a big hug. She's also like, she loved to laugh and sing and dance. And she is so connected to nature in the universe. Like, I don't know if she shows me like sitting in a drum circle, and like I'm not sure like she played the drums herself or if she participated, but it's very uniqueness. And the community that she lives in, it's like it reminds me a lot of Asheville. And like she smells like sandalwood. I don't know if anybody knows what that smells like, but it's a very distinct smell. And it's a wonderful smell. So the message that she was giving to me is she said, find the joy in the little things of life. And the way that she's describing it, she's kind of like, the childlike wonder of like just how a bubble can make a child smile. She's like, that's what I mean when I say like childlike wonder. Just find the beauty in the little things in life. Because she's like, none of the big stuff matters. You can't even have the big stuff without all the little things to make it big. And she's also just kind of like, take a walk in the rain. Like right now, the way she's showing me herself is she's dancing in the rain. And she's just like, it's cleansing. She's like, people just need to cleanse. And it's kind of funny that she's like saying this because I actually took a walk in the rain yesterday just because I felt like I needed to recharge and cleanse, especially with it just being with the full moon and everything a couple of days ago. And she's kind of just saying, leave what's heavy behind. So she's just like, shows me like a rock, and it's a really big one, like kind of like a boulder. And she's just like, you can't carry it. So you're stuck with it. It's all that pain, all the negativity, the fear, and all this crap that you just put in here. It's holding you back. Makwa is asking, is she indigenous? I don't believe so. I can't really see her face. But I'm not really getting... I mean, she very well could be. Her spirit is so lovely. She said it sounds... Makwa says, sounds like my mother. I'm gonna ask. Just 1 minute. Okay, so I asked, and I'm getting a big yes that this is for Makwa. Would you understand what she means when she says return to your roots? Because she's just saying, it's like she shows me like, you instinctively know. She says, hi, mama. Oops, sorry. I just like, her energy is so intense. It's wonderful. She's, okay. She says, you know the way. And it's like you... She's like, you instinctively know that you're kind of further away from your roots than what you would like to be. Okay. And you're trying to. So Makwa's trying to get back. So she's showing me a tree. And I do have to like clarify, like the imagery she's showing me is like where I was just today. But I know that's representation for where she wants you to be. So she's showing me a tree, and then like I see bare feet, but like we're sitting down barefoot on the tree, like with our back rested against the tree. And she's like, the energy is connecting with the tree's energy, and she's just kind of like got a notebook, and she's like, journal. Because she's saying the power is within you. And you don't need to be afraid. Himakwa said that's spot on. So are you kind of like, do you feel stuck? Like you're maybe fear is kind of holding you back from something, because it feels like you're kind of like in a transitional phase. Maybe like there's something big going on. Okay, and then Makwa said, a big tree and bare feet. That's my mom, yes. So she's kind of just like, she shows me like a little light inside of you, and it's like, first she shows it to me like really, really big, and then like over time it's just kind of like something or someone has kind of like just been wearing you down, and your flame is not as big as it was. But then when she shows me you resting with your back against the tree, I see your light grow bigger. And she's like, the more you feed your light, you're going to receive your power back. Been stuck for ages. So she's like sticking her hand out, and she's just kind of like reaching out to you, and she's like, take my hand and let me guide you, because we're going to get back to being you. Because she's like, you're so creative. Does that make sense to you? She said it has so dimmed. So your mom, I absolutely love your mom. She is amazing. Her energy is just unmatched. She's just, I can hear her like, it's like we're walking through the woods and I can just hear the birds, and she's like, find the joy in the birds. She's kind of like, how often have you been able to like tune out the sound of our modern day world and just listen to the song of the earth? She keeps saying, you know the way. Okay, so she wanted me to bring this up to you because she keeps showing me. So today, while I was out in the woods, I saw, and I'm pretty sure they were mice. I'm not 100% positive. Like, they were moving fast and they were small, but it looked like a mouse. But it was like there were two mice together, and then one was like climbing up the mountainside, and then the other one kind of like dropped down and then ran the other direction. And in my 20-something years of living in these mountains, I've never seen a mouse in the mountains. Not once. And I was just taken aback at like how freaking cool it was that I saw just this mouse living his best life out here in the forest. It was wonderful. She loved the woods and the animals. Loved them. Okay, I feel that very much because same. Same. She said, I do know the way, but I'm stuck and can't move myself towards the right thing to do. So, sorry, she had a lot to say just then, so I was trying to keep up. She said she wants you to start slow. She said take it one day at a time and one step at a time. She said it's time to heal. She said you can't let your old wounds hold you back anymore. Because she's like, she shows me like the caterpillar, and then right after the caterpillar, she shows me the butterfly, and she's like, you have to go through like the chrysalis stage, like when they make their little cocoon and then they turn into mush. She's like, you can't become the butterfly if you skip that step. She's like, when you go inside your cocoon, that's when you're healing. And she's just saying, I believe in you, and I'm not sure, but she's like, is this like a person that's kind of blocking you, would you say? Because she's just showing me, I'm picking up like a sense of like a male energy. I don't know if that's whom you need to be healing from, or that's just somebody who's really just like dimming your light. The butterfly, she's always done that. Use that analogy. Butterflies are amazing. So it's like butterfly mating season right now, up in the park. And there's so many beautiful butterflies. I had she said it could be my daughter. Is she would like, or do you think she was referring to your daughter, like that person's blocking your daughter, or so we're kind of battling, but not really. She's hard-headed, and I think with my heart. Okay. So your mom just kind of said it's okay to give her tough love. And she's also saying that your daughter's going to have to like go through some things that she has to learn for herself. It doesn't matter what you say, or really she's kind of like anybody else has to say, like she's going to do what she wants to do, but she has to see for herself. Because she's like, your mom's just kind of be like, she's going to give you, well, I should have listened to you, Mom. Because your mom is also just such, she will learn the way too. And she's also just kind of saying, like, you can't help her if you don't help you first. Because she's doing, like, the cups. She showed me the cups. Like, you pour, but there's nobody pouring back into your cup. So your cup is running empty. Which is very, very true. She's also saying it's like really important for your daughter to see you heal and that your light comes back. Because she's going to learn how to get through her things from seeing you get through it. She said she's very stubborn like an ox. Uh-oh. Are you muted? Okay. I could hang out with your mom for like ever. I'm just saying, she's so cool.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. I just think it's funny, and I have to just throw this in that both of us um, prepared for this tonight by going to the water. There's no coincidences that we both spent time by the water. You fell asleep by the water, and I'm actually making a medicine bag for my husband as we're sitting here.
Oh,
So,
wow.
Makwa, that might be part of your calling back. Like, if you don't got one, you need to make one. And that's my only input. You do have some new Heather P over on YouTube. She's doing spirit led, and we don't do donations or anything. This is all free. Just if she feels called to your, like, I just got tongue tied. She will give you facts and stuff of the spirit that comes forward. And then if it matches one of your loved ones, just go ahead and validate, and she will continue on with the messages. So,
Yes.
and that was beautiful for Makwa. That was absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I could feel her. I knew right away too. As soon as I'm like, yep, that was beautiful.
Her energy is something else.
Yeah, and welcome, V. V says she's brand new here.
Hi.
Welcome, welcome. Nicole, take great care.
So like spirit led and stuff, just for the new people tuning in. So it works for me in all different kinds of ways. Spirit shows up however they want to, and sometimes I can see them. Mostly like I don't physically see them. I see them with my mind's eye. Sometimes I can hear them. I can like sometimes they'll let me smell them, or I'll start tasting, like if they smoked a lot of cigarettes, sometimes I can taste the cigarettes. Or I'll taste their favorite food. Sometimes I don't see them at all, and I can just like describe to you their personality through the energy that they're sharing with me. Sometimes it looks like a movie for me. They'll share memories. Sometimes I can see from the loved one's point of view, or I will be able to see from spirit's point of view what moments and what memories we were sharing. Sometimes they share how they passed. Sometimes they don't. It's not easy for all spirits to just be like, oh, hey, like, this is how I passed. Sometimes they just don't want to talk about it. Hi, Tracy. Sometimes they just don't want to share that. Like a lot with my experience, typically if they've passed from suicide, that's not something they typically share. And, like, I have, like, they gotta warm up first for me to, like, kind of pull them through. So it's just some of the ways it works for me. That's like, I love it. It's very healing and therapeutic. A lot of times they don't necessarily have the same views that they would have had in their human body. Because I think that's a lot of questions. Like sometimes, they'll be saying something that doesn't necessarily make sense because it's not what they would have said as they were living. My mom will stay forever, by the way. You have to tell her to go. Okay. So, like, it's kind of like a healing thing. They go through a reflection period. Whenever we cross over, oh, you're so welcome. Your mom is so cool. I absolutely adore her. So, yeah, their views kind of change. Like, just for instance, my husband's grandfather, love him to pieces. He was a very, very religious man here on Earthside. And he's not somebody that I ever expected that would like come through, because he was very against this, like, psychics and mediums and stuff, because that's just what religion told him. But he always pops through for me. He always comes by. He always says hello. And his views are very different, and understands that, like, religion is a human construct. We are all spiritual beings, and, like, spiritual and religions are very different things. Can go hand in hand together, but it's different. So, like, if your person was very religious and you think that they wouldn't come through because, in their eyes, this was considered evil or a sin, it's different. They come through and talk just the same. They will let me know, like, hey, I was very religious when I was having my human experience, but over here, I see things differently. It's kind of like, babies become angels. It's all really, really cool. It's complicated. I'm still learning and understanding things as I go, and it works differently for everybody. So, yeah, that's just kind of how it is, how it works for me, and how I understand things. I'm going to see if I can pull one more through. So we got a few more minutes to go. Also, for those who are new to me, I do write down lots of things and I take notes whenever Spirit is talking to me. And I also use a pendulum to help clarify things if I can't quite clarify for myself. Okay, so I am picking up on a duo here. Hey Sam. So I have like a grandfather and a small child together. The child feels male. I can't tell if they passed together. I don't feel like they did. I just can't decipher who passed first. Okay. So the baby, the child, I'm saying baby because he doesn't seem more than 3 years old. Um, I'm hearing I made it. And I like this little old man is so freaking cute. He looks like he has a cane. And I don't know the correct name for it, but it looks like a golfer's hat. And that maybe he enjoyed golfing and fishing. And he loved to dance too. He's kind of like a spunky old man. Just full of life. Because I'm hearing, hey kid, you don't have to worry about me. I feel like he just went and went and went and was like so full of life, and then until like he wasn't. Until he was like sick. Because he shows me like I'm not confident that this is like a hospital bed, but I feel as if Valerie said I had a miscarriage and my granddad is in spirit. Could you take that your grandpa was like a spunky man and had a lot of life? He was a fisherman. Okay. My dad in spirit too, fisherman, and danced a lot. Wore those patty hats. Oh wow. That's so wonderful. Okay. Would it make sense that for him to be saying like you don't have to worry about me, kid? Because he specifically says he's just like, hey kid, you don't have to worry about me. And then I hear like we're all together. Yeah, I was worried he wasn't around me. So he is so around you, and so is your baby and your dad. Because like I can see them all three together, and they're kind of their energy is like jolly. And I feel like your grandpa had a very, very funny, like just he was so funny and like a great sense of humor. And I kind of get he wasn't afraid to say like, "Oh, to hell with it," because that's. She said, "Jolly, yeah, that's my dad." And my granddad too. Well, they have very fun energy. So I can see them all three kind of wearing the hat now, and I feel like your grandpa's just giggling. Because he's like, we're good looking lads. So I just see, like, he has me outside, and I just see very lush green land. Like, the way that he makes my feet feel is like I'm stepping out on very, very, like, soft, luxurious grass. Did either of them smoke a tobacco pipe? My grandpa smoked a tobacco pipe. I love that so much. Because that was what I was seeing. I was just like, hold on. Oh, yeah, I relocated to the west of Ireland. I want to move to the countryside. I'm praying a lot. So, Grandpa's kind of like, what's holding you back? He's kind of like, just do it. Because I hear farmland. And I can also see like water nearby. To me, it kind of looks like the coast. I'm waiting on the housing to approve, but yeah, I've too pushed hard. Push hard. Oh, wow. So Valerie says, yeah, I've picked an area by the coast. I'm just waiting. Are you like planning to have any kind of farm animals? Or did your family ever have farm animals? Because I don't know, I can see sheep out in the field. There's sheep everywhere here. They are on the roads, especially in the area I want to move. Oh, wow. Because he's just kind of like getting back to the roots. He was like, because your heart will truly be happy. Because I'm getting like, you're going to be exactly where you are meant to be. It's almost like he's giving me like this, like it makes me feel like you're experiencing almost like a calling and a pull to that area. Because he's like, that's where you're supposed to be. That's good to know. It's a bold move. That's so reassuring and lovely. Did somebody plant a tree for your grandfather? Well, hold on. He's like, no, the three of us. He says the three of us. Was like a tree planted, or was someone planning to do that? Yes, there's something pure about the area, uncontaminated. Because he's like, that area is so good for your soul. I'm going to be where I'm supposed to. And he's also kind of just saying too, your baby is, he's like, he's a handsome feller. He said he gets his good looks from me. Oh, bless him. That made me tear. So he's also just saying, he's like, we're always with you. Just give us a call and you'll know we are there. And then he's just like, he kind of laughs and he's like, obviously not in the conventional way of like picking up the phone and calling me. He said, just like talk out loud to us and we're here. So like, for instance, today, because he asked me to talk to you about this. So today I was outside in the woods and I asked for a specific sign. I had asked my friend that's passed over to send me a yellow butterfly. And as soon as we hit the state park entrance, a yellow butterfly, like, because we hadn't quite made it to where all the butterflies were yet, just one singular yellow butterfly flew right past my windshield to let me know. And I was like, thank you. And then I have another sign. And I have another special sign that I asked for from my baby. And I'm just like, hey, like, send me, I know my baby sends me hearts, but more specifically, walnuts. I've been outside all day long, and then I found another walnut today. So they're just like, ask for a sign, and we'll show you that we're with you. My husband's grandpa, he had brought up a yellow bird, and then the very next day, on my way to work, where I never see yellow birds, it's all cardinals in this area that I drive, there was a yellow bird, first one I've seen in years in that spot. So they're always with us. And to answer your question, does my dad say anything about when the application will be accepted and I'm moving? So he just winked at me and he said, you need to trust the process and be patient. So he's not... He kind of like winks, but he says sooner than you think. And then he does like this and he's kind of like, we'll see. So he's not giving me a definitive answer, but he's saying that it'll happen as well. Okay. And then I will definitely do that. Talk out loud. Thank you. Yellow butterfly. Wow, how precious. I'll definitely ask for more signs. Yes, because they're always listening to us, Valerie. Always. That like, they're just, they still hear us. They still feel us. They see us. They know what we're doing. But spirits aren't allowed to intervene without us asking for help or, just those kind of things. Because your dad's just kind of like in my ear and he's like, tell her to ask me for guidance and I will guide the way. So just talk to them like they're here. Mm-hmm. She said, okay, sooner than you think. And then they're on 3 just saying, wow, like, we love ya. And then Michelle just said, mine are bluebirds. I love that so much. A few summers ago, I had robins. I still have one that comes and visits me every once in a while that'll just sit on my banister. I haven't quite figured out who's sending me that particular robin, but I always say hello to it. She said that is awesome. Well, I just wanted to say thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight and letting me bring your loved ones through and talk your ear off for a bit.
Let me get the banner off your face. Hold on. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
There we go. Good job. That was beautiful. Some beautiful readings. Absolutely amazing. If you got a reading tonight and you want to exchange energy and stuff, just leave Nicole a review over in the group. That would be great. Just so other people can know how she works and stuff. Those were just so beautiful. I'm so glad Makwa heard from her mom too. Like I just think it's amazing. And if you want to book with Nicole, right up there is her site. Remember Psychic Insights. Remember, neither one of us are going to message you after this. We don't do that. If you had a reading with us, we might respond to your messages, but other than that, we will not message you. So if by chance one of us messages you, it's not us, it's a scammer for sure. But you can book with her there. And if you use code, hold on, somewhere we have our code. This code right here for an hour reading, you get, I think it's 22 off. Mm-hmm. I know you get a percentage off, but it's for an hour reading. So use Spring 25 on her site right there. So thank you, everyone. And then I'm going live tonight too at 9. So if you want to join me at 9, that's going to be fun. I'm going to go take a break and shove some, but I don't want to eat too much. Like, what do we do?
I hear you.
That was so beautiful, though. I'm so proud of you. I love watching you grow. Like, I love your readings and stuff. They're just really nice. Look at that, Melissa. I've had a reading with Nicole, and it was amazing. It is. Yeah. If you want some peace and comfort, I tell you what, her readings are they really do bring a lot of comfort and peace. See, and here's another one, Miss Samantha too. I've had a reading with Nicole, and it was really spot on. Thank you again, Nicole.
Oh, you're so welcome.
See?
It's such a pleasure to bring love to you.
Yeah. Love to see you too, Melissa. Okay, so everybody have a good night. Thank you so much, Nicole. Well, have a good night, sweetheart. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Are you seeking guidance on your spiritual journey? Need help with a vexing problem? Missing a loved one and looking for answers? Look no further than Psychic Insights, a small trusted psychic service offering mediums, psychics, and spiritual coaching. This service is managed by Hollis Taylor, a gifted psychic medium, astrologer, and a compassionate coach. We are dedicated to helping you navigate your spiritual awakening At Psychic Insights, we provide medium readings and psychic insight to help you plan for tomorrow and make choices for today. Find the support you need, compassionate grief coaching, and astrological insights to help you spiritually grow and transform. Our professional services include well-managed schedules, recorded sessions, and reliable psychic mediums ready to facilitate your transformational experience. Discover more at psychicinsights.life.